I've been in serving at this church for approximately 27 years. I've served on several campuses um, in student affairs. So that's kind of who I am. I'm active in several community organizations. Community surrounding this church is was a stabilized neighborhood community where persons could walk to church, and there were several civic associations where persons utilized the church, and we had all kinds of programs, from feeding programs, giving clothing away, serving the community for pastoral counseling to persons who had drug addiction. We have assisted some individuals who want to go to college. So we've been pretty active. We have a conversation cafe where young people and old folk come in and have intergenerational dialogue. So we've been pretty active in the church community for some time. And I'm aware that gentrification is not just a localized issue. I realize that it is national. However, I'm not quite sure that we've given enough attention to the effects and the impact of gentrification on persons who have to survive it. And I use the word survive it intentionally, because it's one thing to move in, but when you have to leave somewhere where you've had families from generations live, it's quite a different impact. It's a more harmful, more disruptive impact on the lives of not just one person, but many, particularly in the African American community, where a house is their wealth, and it's generally passed on from generation to generation. And so when zones change and building projects go up and taxes are raised and other um, legislative policies come in that are adversarial, it impacts not just an individual, not just a household, but generations. Utilities were not as high. Um, Parking was not taken away because of bike paths. Um, Dog parks was not familiar to the indigenous community. But as you gain these amenities, it also escalates the cost. And persons who can least afford it are generally the persons who are squeezed and are left in a survival mode. We greet anyone new to the community. We're not hostile. We're friendly. We try to show Christian love. We're a Christian church. We reach out, try to have feeding programs, invite them in. They use the facility for um, meetings. So we try to share uh, any way we can, but sometimes it's not mutual. I mean, with all the cranes going up in the building, they closed down the whole block on us one time, and it happened. And we don't know what the future holds. They building, crowding out the community with new development.